What's going on YouTube? It's Giga here, bringing you some more QBA Draft League battles with live commentary. For those of you that don't remember it, as it has been a while, the QBA Draft League is a really cool draft league that I have been a part of for, I think, 3 seasons now. And every season is a little bit of a different twist. And if you're just looking at the Pokemon that I'm drafting, it's probably worth explaining the twist. So what we're doing is a Neon Colosseum similar draft, where what happens is we pick a team, and then so do our opponents, and then every week we will get randomly assigned 6 Pokemon between the two teams, and those are going to be our team for the week. So as we can see, I decided to go with Chaos. I have Shedinja, Gothitelle, Chansey, Shuckle, Caterpie, Toxtricity Gmax, Machamp Gmax, Meowstic, Stakataka, and Zapdos. So in hindsight, Shedinja isn't really that good when your opponent has a week to prepare and knows it's coming. But, you know, I thought it was fun, and that is what I wanted to use. Gothitelle, just for some chaos, right? Like, we're really going for chaos here. Chansey, Shuckle, people say that it's hard to justify bringing combos because of the risk, and you know what? I said, let's have some fun with it. And so yeah, we have Shuckle. Caterpie, I think it's great. I think it does have a lot of potential. It also throws people off that don't know what to do with it. Toxtricity Gmax, this is really just counter teaming myself with the idea that if Chansey gets a guard split off, right, it's hard to knock out. So having a way to potentially stop that with Gmax Toxtricity is huge. Similarly, Machamp, the idea is just to get the boost there to deal damage. Meowstic for prankster shenanigans and some fun. And then Stakataka and Zapdos are my two sort of like quote unquote serious picks. They're two Pokemon that I really love that have a lot of potential. I think that they can carry, and I wanted to make it so in the absolute worst case, right, like I do have the chance of getting something good. So hopping over to my opponent, we are playing the Scarlet Scolopedes, and so it is going to be these two columns right here. So my team is, we're going to zoom in. That is very just not accessible to anyone. If we can get the zoom in, it's not going to work, so that's fine. We are using Toxicroak, Shedinja, Chansey, Stakataka, Kartana, and Absol. And my opponent has a Shuckle, Scolipede, Toxtricity, Gmax, Octillery, Caterpie, and Crocodile. So quickly hopping over to sort of the teams as I can talk about my specifically, right? My first thought is Kartana here is huge, right? Where is it? Kartana, right? It has super effective damage into Shuckle. Scolipede, it deals with, I'm pretty sure it has super effective into that. Similarly, Octillery, Caterpie, and Crocodile. So the only thing that really can stop Kartana is going to be that Toxtricity, and even then, its defense isn't that strong. So I opted with a Life Orb and just went as hard as possible. I did give it Psycho Cut sort of as a way to hit that Toxtricity. The one thing that I'm potentially afraid of is going to be that Shuckle having access to Sturdy, and if it can get off a Power Split. But even then, right, like Kartana's attack is so big that it still is going to like put in a lot of work, even if its attack gets averaged out. So that was my plan. Next up, we have Chansey. So Chansey here is to provide healing support. I always do go with a stored power variant just in case we need to have some extra damage, and right, like Minimize does get us a lot of boost there. We do have Seismic Toss as well. I went with Healer just because Toxtricity, right, being able to paralyze my team can be a little bit scary. Next up is Toxicroak. I'm probably never going to use Toxicroak again, so I didn't even consider maxing it. I did go with Anticipation. I think it is the best ability, helping me know ahead of time what to expect. We did slap an Assault Vest onto it, and then it has Fake Out, Feint, Bulldoze, and Poison Jab. So I think some really good support there. Bulldoze really for that Toxtricity. I'm willing to take some damage on my own Pokemon, as this is really the best option it has for dealing with Toxtricity. It does have Earthquake, but I didn't want to risk that extra damage. And then Poison Jab just for coverage. Next up is Absol. So this is a Super Luck Scope Lens Absol. Basically, I think it's like a 50% chance that every move will crit with a high critical hit ratio. So we have Night Slash and Psycho Cut for that. We do have Icy Wind as speed control, and then Protect just because that's what Protect does. Next up is Stack. So this is my Lonely Stack, which I'm really excited about. So for people that don't know how that works, if your Stack Attack is Lonely and has a specific defense IV, you get an attack beast boost. So I thought that was really relevant. So we are going with that. It does give us the option to Trick Room, right? We do have Gyro Ball, Trick Room, and Rock Slide. So that's really what our hard hitters are going to be. It's just a secondary backup mode. I love what Stack can do. And then finally we have Shedinja. We all know what it does. a very standard set. We do have ally switch just for some shenanigans. We do have to be a little bit weary of what's it called? Weary of the poison from Toxtricity, right? That will obviously one-shot the Shedinja, but as a potential late game, I think it is really sort of beneficial. So the one thing we also have to worry about is that Crocodile, right? It has Intimidate, and that can be really scary, but we do have a lot of tools to deal with it, right? We do have access to, obviously, the Leaf Blade from Kartana. We have access to the critical hits from some Absol. So overall, I think we have a really good shot. My plan really is to use Kartana to its fullest and try and get advantage with that. And so that's a little bit about the team. And yeah, with that and the intro out of the way, let's just get rock and rolling and move into the games. All right, so we are hopping right into this. Like I said, my plan is to lead with Kartana and Chansey and just start setting up and then kind of using what we have in the back to get us where we need to go. So I think Kartana, Chansey, and then I'm just wondering here, what is the best option? I want Absol. Do I want Absol? I'm going to bring Absol and Toxicroak. I think that these four are probably my best option. One thing to be a little bit wary of is the fact that all of my attackers are physical. And so Art, Chansey, I already forgot what I'm bringing. Tox, Absol. So yeah, I think okay, so this is one thing that I was a little bit worried about, is the Shuckle potentially going for a power split. So what I want to actually do is I want to Overgrowth isn't super effective. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna go for a Steel Spike onto the Shuckle, as well as go for actually, oh, I can't do that. I'm gonna switch into Toxicroak. Oh no. Okay, I need to actually KO this Octillery because it has Moody, and I can't really afford to let it get set up. So we're gonna see lead and lead. I think it's fine if I get what's it called? Power swapped. If that means that I can get rid of Octillery. It probably has a fire type move. Okay, so we're gonna see the Octillery max here. This, like I said, it suggests to me you do have a fire type move. We could see a max guard, which would be a little bit unfortunate, right? I probably expect a max guard into a power split. That's fine with me, right? Kartana, I think, still can put in a lot of work. We're gonna see the Grassberry. Grassberry. This should still do a lot, even through that damage. That is not. Okay, Kartana is letting me down here. We do have Absol in the back, so that's really nice. It is Rindo Berry. We are revealing the Life Orb. We're going to see the Flare coming out, yeah, into Kartana. Kartana, there's no way Kartana is surviving this. That is fine. Let's see what boost you get. Okay, so we need a new game. Octillery does a lot of work. We should probably see a Toxic come out from the Shuckle. I'm hoping to minimize and make it so we don't get hit with that. Stealth Rock. Okay, Stealth Rock is fine. Rocks. Shuckle. Rocks. We're going to see the Moody boost, so that's going to be important. Defense is going to rise, but the attack is going to fall. So not super relevant here. I'm going to bring out Absol. Right, I want to try to... I need crits, right? I basically am going for crits here onto the Shuckle because of the fact... or not on the Shuckle, the Octillery, because of the attack boost. So I'm fine to click a Night Slash here, as well as go for another Minimize, just trying to get around what this Octillery can do. Yeah, the Flare, I think, was really obvious into... what's it called? Into my Pokemon, but we're going to see the Night Slash come out. That looks like we do get the critical hit, so that's a really big deal. we are going to be able to get a KO. Yeah, so we are going to get a KO. So we have Oct, Cart, and now we get to at least get some more information. I'm worried about, like I said, Toxic. We're going to see the Power Split come out. So Shuckle, Power Split. Power Split, I think, is fine, right? We are going for critical hits. And also they don't have a max anymore, right? So we have that ability now to start going for damage. We are going to see the Scolipede. So Scolipede is a physical attacker, but we have Psycho Cut. Yeah, we have Psycho Cut for Scolipede. I'm going to go for another Minimize. We do have Stored Power as well for the Scolipede, so that's going to definitely be in our favor. So that's in the back. The Protect, I think, is fairly obvious. Psycho Cut is going to be revealed here, so a little bit unfortunate in that regard, as we are going to see, I'm expecting a Toxic to try and come out from the Shuckle. I do need to get rid of it, because I am worried. We're going to see Sticky Web, so really interesting move pool here. Sticky. So I think it's really just trying to get some switches, but I'm fine to just go for a Psycho Cut. We have a very high critical hit chance, as well as a Stored Power, right? Like, this is going to be plus 6. So I think that's base 60 into the Scolipede. We should be able to hopefully survive a hit with Absol. We're going to see the Shuckle withdraw into the Crocodile. Okay, so we are going to see the Crocodile in the back. That's one thing that I'm a little bit worried about with Absol. We're going to see the X-Scissor connect onto the Absol, and it unfortunately is going to pick up the knockout. So that is a little bit scary for sure. We are going to be able to, though, at least fire off a Stored Power. Let's see how much it does into the Scolipede. Almost enough for a 2-hit KO. Unfortunately, because of the words, what's it called? The terrain, we're not going to get it. So I'm going to bring out, so what I'm thinking now is bring out Toxicroak. We are going to get a Sticky Web as well as the Stealth Rock. It's not going to affect us too much. Anticipation is also really good to help us see a little bit about what our opponents have, right? So we do see something super effective. I think it's fine at this point. I want to go for a Feint onto the Scolipede, as well as go for another Stored Power, because if we can get the KO there, Crocodile, I don't see winning a 1v1 versus Chansey. I could be wrong, but we're gonna start playing that endgame. We're gonna see the Crook switch out, so that's fine. The Shuckle gonna come back out here, so that is pretty good for us. The Scolipede perfect is gonna go for the Protect, so we are revealing Feint, which is you know, not necessarily the best thing to reveal here, but that should put us in range of Chansey getting this knockout with Stored Power, which perfect. We are going to get that. So that is Chansey KOing Scolipede. Yeah, I'm just trying to think of what is the right thing to do here, right? We are going to see the Crocodile come back, and I think what I want to actually do is I want to double up the Shuckle. I'm really worried about a Toxic. I'm not super worried about Crocodile. So I do... Oh, Poison Jab is not a very effective on anything. We're still going to go for a Poison Jab on Shuckle, as well as go for the Seismic Toss. Shuckle has, like, no HP, so I'm hoping to take advantage of that. We're going to see the Helping Hand reveal. So no Toxic at all, as the high horsepower going to come out into the Toxicroak. So that is enough. Where is Crook? High horsepower. So now at this point, right, we know the Shuckle's full moveset, right? It's Stealth Rock, Sticky Web, Helping Hand, and Power Split. So I just need to get rid of this Crocodile. That's kind of the game plan, right? We are going to have to worry, though, about it hitting every single time, but hoping for some big misses, as the high horsepower is going to connect this turn. Luckily, right, we can recover off. So that is 3-hit KO. 3-hit KO. I'm going to go for a Soft Boiled here, just trying to help us out a little bit. I'm guessing this might be banded. Right, we are going to see the second high horsepower in a row connect. There's no way does Crocodile just have like an ability that I don't know about? Crocodile that lets it just like ignore my boosts? There's no way it has. How do you spell Crocodile? Crocodile. We're gonna keep going for soft boileds apparently, because this Crocodile does not want to miss. No, it doesn't. It does not have something that can ignore evasion. It is finally going to miss. We are going to be able to get back to full. We just need to, like I said, keep putting on pressure. Luckily, we can take 2 high horsepowers. So that means we can go for a seismic toss onto this Crocodile. Whenever it hits us, we can go for another one and just hope for no crit. We are seeing, though, like I said, the helping hand, which really suggests to me that this Crocodile is banded. Perfect. You are going to miss. Oh, yeah, Crocodile. Crook KO. Crook KO's my Toxicroak. Toxicroak. And then what got the KO on Absol? I think that was also... No, that was Skull. Skull. KO Absol. Okay, this Crook is putting in work, right? It has hit 3 consecutive or not consecutive, but it has hit 3 high horsepowers. We know that the Shuckle cannot deal damage to us, so I'm fine to click Seismic Toss just into it. Right, like barring we need you to hit and crit. That's how we lose this. But after that, right, we have the ability just to recover up and then start stalling from there. So I think that this was a good game plan, right? We were able to get that knockout. And right at this point, this Shuckle cannot deal damage into us, so we can go for seismic tosses all we want. And so the question now is, how do you adjust for that? So what we could, I'm wondering what the lead adjustment here is. We're going to see a berry on Shuckle, probably Citrus. Yep, Citrus. Where is that? That is Citrus. Citrus. Yeah, so I'm wondering about so yeah, we are fortunately going to be able to take this game number 1. Kartana didn't do anything, but I think Kartana has a lot of potential, especially if we can get it in the late game. And so that's why I think it's going to be important to try and set that up. And so what is the best way to get there? Quick GG. Also, make sure to subscribe. I know it's a little bit late to say that. We are working our way towards 1 billion subscribers, and we really can't get there without you. But I think the game plan of leading with Chansey and just start setting up is so viable, right? Like we don't really have much to worry about. I think we could lead like Absol. I think Absol is a fine lead, as that lets me get critical hits. So I'm fine to switch it up. I could bring... No, I was gonna say I could bring Stack, but I don't think Stack does much, unfortunately, because of the high horsepower. So I'm gonna lead Absol, Chansey with Toxicroak and then Kartana in the back. I think if we can get rid of Octillery, right? Like Kartana does a really good job, or if we just need to get Octillery low enough where Kartana can one-shot it. And so I think you have to make an adjustment here, right? You cannot afford to let Chansey get set up. We saw, right, with the Crocodile how much damage we're able to do, and so that definitely suggests to me we sort of have this option, right? Of you probably want to lead the Crocodile and get... Yep, so we are going to see the Octillery and the Crocodile lead. This is exactly what I thought, and some of you are going to say you didn't do anything to plan for it. You know what? You're right. I did not. So we are going to get the critical hits off. I think what I want to do actually is I think I'm fine just to go for a Night Slash onto the Octillery, and then I'm just going to start I'm just going to go for a soft boil, just with the idea that you're probably just trying to get as much damage as possible. And if we can get rid of Octillery, right, we can go with Kartana to kind of clean up. And so I think that having that option is going to be really huge, right? We're basically saying, hey, we're going to have you waste attacks into this Chansey because you know what it can do. And then we can put pressure on after. As we are going to see the max here, this really suggests to me probably going to be that Octillery. I don't know if Crocodile naturally outspeeds Absol. We're going to see actually, yeah, okay, so it is going to be the Octillery, right? I think it's still fine. I think Kartana is still in a fine spot. Like I said, we just need to get good damage onto this Octillery. As we're going to see the Rock Slide, so this really suggests to me that you are Scarfed. Chansey takes not that much. Night Slash going to come out, doing a solid chunk. We do get a critical hit. So I don't know if that puts it in range of okay, so we're gonna see, yeah, we're gonna get the knockout. So this is actually this is big, right? Because you're setting up rain, which means that a flare will not KO me. And I think the Crocodile is Scarfed. So I am very fine to start setting up. Please get a defense drop. That is exactly what I did not want to have happen. That is like the worst possible turn. I think we can still bring out Kartana though, right? We can go for a what's it called? Absol. We can just go for a max overgrowth into the Octillery, and then I'm going to start setting up minimizes. I think that's just really my best option. Moody cannot get evasion anymore, unfortunately. And so, right, like we are going to deal with this really awkward scenario where Octillery has +2 defense with the Rindo Berry, but in our defense, right, like you cannot Chaos with max Flare. We are going to see the Crocodile withdraw. I think that makes the most sense. We're going to see the Scolipede come out. So the Scolipede, a little bit scary for sure, but we are going to be able to get a minimize up, which I think is going to be really beneficial for us. We're seeing no Shuckle as well, so that's huge. Also, the Crocodile, what's it called, needed Helping Hand to get that KO onto my, what's it called, or not the KO, get that damage onto my Chansey. So even being able to set up in front of this Octillery, I think is going to be huge. As we're going to see, yeah, the Rindo is going to come out. We know that there is the rain up, so we should hopefully be able to survive a hit, right? We invested absolutely we invested no bulk in this Kartana because we just thought it was going to kind of go beast mode, and we're seeing that it really isn't, and we don't have a good answer for Octillery as a result. But we should see probably a max Flare. I'm hoping, like I said, this is non-stab. Kartana is the worst Pokemon in the game. It is so bad. Genuinely terrible. Genuinely terrible Pokemon. Okay, we don't have a good way of dealing with Octillery. It also has, unfortunately, as we've seen, special attack, that's not good. Speed dropping, I don't care about. We can bring out Toxicroak here. I think what we have to do is we just have to get Chansey to do what Chansey did last time. Kartana is so bad. I'm going to go for a fake out onto the Scolipede and then just try and set up another minimize, right? If we can get to +6, this isn't necessarily the most exciting strategy, but it is a strategy. We don't have a good way of dealing with this Octillery at all. And so that's going to really hurt us. We do get a lot of damage into the Scolipede though, and that is definitely a non-trivial amount, especially as we get to +4 evasion, and their max is going to be over, and so that we can hopefully take advantage of. We are going to see the Flare come out into the Chansey, doing a lot of damage as a result of that boost. We really don't like that at all here. I'm going to go for probably some Poison Jabs. I'm going to try and get rid of this Octillery. I do want to try and recover until they miss, which is not the best strategy, but the strategy we're going for. Okay, so you are at -2 speed, but you have so much defense, it does not matter. I need to put on Poison Jab. I'm going to just go for a Poison Jab onto the Octillery, as well as go for a Soft Boiled. I think that that's a little bit more important here. We're going to see the Stomping Tantrum come out into the Toxicroak. Toxicroak is horrible, and it goes down. Skull. Tox. We are faster than the Octillery, though. That is really good. And we are revealing... Okay, so we are seeing that the Octillery is special, which is a big deal. I do want to try and get one more evasion boost while we have this opportunity, right? I think that it's fine. Let's see what the Moody does. We're worried about it getting too much special attack. But we are... Okay, so you're at +1, which I can work with. I do want to go for another minimize, and then we can start going for damage, right? We know that the Sword Power is a 2-shot onto the Scolipede. I do want to start trying to go for... what's it called? I want to try and get rid of this Octillery as soon as possible, because it is a little bit scary, right? We don't know what's in the back, but the Octillery, like I said, I want to get rid of that as fast as I can. We haven't seen a Protect, but just because of the fact that it gets Moody boost, like that is really scary. Please just keep dropping your special attack. Nope, we don't want to see that. That is, we're really loving the turnout here. So we're gonna just start spamming what's it called, Seismic Toss into this Octillery. I need to figure out a game plan for it. If we go to a game 3, right? Shed is not an option. Stomping Tantrum is gonna connect though. Chansey gonna take that very well. Flamethrower gonna miss, so we love that. So we know it has a water and a fire move. We have not seen Protect, which is beneficial. Also, it has like no HP, which I thought is really shocking, right? Like, we are doing a ton of damage to this. The Scolipede, I'm not worried about. I do want to like KO. I do want to KO the Octillery though, if I can. No more grass, which is a little bit scary, but I think it's fine. But just, yeah, I don't have a better plan for KOing this Octillery other than what's it called? Other than, okay, it is now at +5. I need to hit this Seismic Toss, and I need to get this knockout. Okay, so let's think about this, right? The worst case is you hit. We should survive. The Rock Slide is going to connect, so that is a little bit scary for sure, right? You have that chance of flinch. We are going to see the Scald hit, so this might actually just be a knockout. It is luckily not. So Rock, Stomp. Okay, so we are at +6 evasion. We can try to get what's it called? We can try to get a minimize, not a minimize, a soft boiled off. I think if we can get the soft boiled off, we're in really good shape overall. We are going to see the Crocodile come back here, and so like I said, we need to get the soft boiled off, and I think if we can get the soft boiled off, we should be in really good shape. It is going to come down to, unfortunately, 2 misses this turn. I think, yeah, if we can get both misses, we can really start stalling, but we also do need to be wary of the time. And that is going to be a key factor here. I need to figure out how to get rid of Octillery. And so we are going to see Crunch, perfect. Crunch. So I think that the Crocodile is what's it called? Is banded. I think it has to be. I do want to spend probably one more turn. I'm going to go for another soft boiled here, and then I want to try and KO the Scolipede and just try and make it so it's a 1v1. We're going to see the Stomping Tantrum connect, which is fine. We do have to be a little bit wary of crunches because they do have the chance of dropping my defense. We are able to take that. We are going to see the defense drop happen here. So yeah, I don't have a game plan for what's it called? Octillery. So that's really fun. I need to go for another one here. Yeah, like I said, we're playing a timer game, unfortunately. I think if Lily just starts playing to timer, I can't do anything about that. I need to probably, as a result, I want to target down the not the Octillery, the Crocodile. Yeah, I cannot, because of that berry, I can't really do anything to what's it called? I can't do anything to Octillery. So I need to put on pressure. I don't know why Lily is not just going for timer at this point. We're going to see the Stomping Connect. That's a little scary. Obviously, when you hit moves into Chansey, we don't like that. The Crunch, luckily, is going to miss. I'm going to play a little bit risky and say I can go for another round of Seismic Toss. And then I want to go for a Soft Boiled. So if I get unlucky and hit here, I deserve it. Rock Slide going to miss. Perfect. Crunch going to hit, unfortunately. So that might actually get the knockout. It's not going to get the knockout, so that's big. Seismic Toss going to come out, put the Crocodile probably in the orange, right? Perfect, in the orange. So it needs 2 more to get knocked out. We have to go for a Soft Boiled here, right? We have to dodge 2 moves, which is not necessarily the best scenario to be in. The Stomping Tantrum going to miss, so we're 50% there. Crunch is going to miss, so we are going to get there. Like I said, if we can get rid of the Crook, I think that is going to be our biggest sort of hurdle here. And I also think that we should be thinking or being very thankful that Lily is not going for timer here. Right, like that. You have 3 Pokemon left. I mean, it is what it is. We're going to see the Stomping come out and miss. Perfect. The Crunch going to come out and miss. Perfect. Seismic Toss going to come out into the Crook. So we just need to KO the Crocodile. And then we are in a really good spot, right, where we know that we can 2-shot the Scolipede. And so, yeah, we just need to get to a spot where we can 2-shot the Scolipede, and then we should win after enough recovery. It is, like I said, a little bit of a, obviously, whenever you're playing this way, it's a gamble. Perfect. Come on. Perfect. Okay, huge. We are going to be able to get that Seismic Toss off. Chansey into Crook. The big question now is, what do you have in the back? We're going to see Toxtricity, so that is a little bit scary. We haven't seen what it can do so far. I'm going to actually for Soft Boiled. I think I need to Soft Boiled here to figure out some stuff. If Toxtricity is special, that's really scary, but I do want to just ensure that we can go for a 2-shot onto the Scolipede and then play for time. And so that, I think that is our win con here. I think Lily is finally playing to time, which I think is really smart. We are going to see the Stomping. Luckily, it's going to miss. I want to know what kind of Toxtricity this is. Overdrive is going to connect, so that is going to do pretty much no damage. So that tells me that, well, Overdrive is special. So now what we can do is I feel confident that we can survive 2 hits from a Scolipede, so I'm fine to click the Stored Power here and then just start going for Stored Power overall, right? I think that we're fine to take these hits, and that is okay. So the Overdrive is going to miss. I think once we can get rid of the Scolipede, right, we should have this game locked up. We are going to see it is going to be a 2-shot, so I think we should be able to take it from here. Right, Stomping is going to miss. This is definitely not a fun battle to commentate, but you know, like I had to do what I had to do. And at this point, right, we can just start going for Seismic Toss into the Toxtricity. Yeah, it's fine just to hit A as fast as we can. I know, like I said, this is not the most fun battle ever, but we did what we had to do, and that is bring the egg and let the egg do what the egg does. So, yeah, I think Chansey got so many KOs. It got 6 KOs, which, you know, is a great start for the egg. I feel bad. Let's just, yeah. So I think at this point, one more Seismic Toss should be enough to. Oh, it's at 1. That's funny. Yeah. So we click Seismic Toss here. I think Lily played well. That Octillery definitely put in work. Right. It one-shot Kartana after the rain was up. So yeah, huge shout out to Lily. Lily is an incredible battler. I'm sure that Lily will have more than enough chances to win the rest of this tour. Yeah, sorry. This is the chaos that I planned for. And so I hope people enjoy. And until next time, I hope all of you are wonderful, and I'll see you then.